Hello everyone, welcome to After Duty Vets, where we discuss what life is like after the military. Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk to you about PTSD in your children and how it affects them. And yes, it does affect them. It affects them in more ways than you think. They can't see it or understand it when they're younger. They don't know what's going on. I mean, I have so many clients now who were raised by parents who have PTSD, and it becomes their normal and they're used to it. And they get in PTSD relationships themselves because that's what their normal is. They can look at your PTSD as their normal, so when they go to get married and get into relationships, your relationship with your spouse and their mom is the model they have to go after. If you're in a PTSD relationship and you're dealing with your PTSD and drinking and not going anywhere or doing anything, or staying at home, or you're dealing with some of the symptoms of PTSD and you're not engaging with them, and you're not taking them to theme parks, and you're not going to their soccer games and ball games, and when you're not doing that, they don't understand that because they're not capable of understanding it. The problem that ends up with that is, like I said earlier, they find similar levels of dysfunction. We have a couple now that me and Kat are working with that both of them have PTSD. They have different symptoms and different ways of dealing with it, and they really struggle. But both of them have PTSD because that's what they're familiar with. They were raised in PTSD households, so just being aware of it's important, and getting help. If you don't want to do it for yourself or your spouse, maybe you want to do it for your kids, Just being aware of it is so important. Knowing that there's an issue and knowing it can be passed down to them. There's actually been studies that say that it can be passed down genetically. Even if you don't have kids and you have PTSD, your PTSD can be passed down genetically. So if you're in a PTSD household, you might want to look at helping your kids by getting help for yourself and learn coping skills to deal with your family and help your family. And you know what? You might just have to send them to therapy too, so they can focus on ways to deal with some of the stuff that they're dealing with. And that might be your PTSD. This sucks. I understand it sucks. It's scary to send your kids somewhere because the way CPS is, if you and your wife are fighting, they can deem that as something that they can cause a problem with your family and be reported. I know that. I understand that. And that's why so many people don't do it. But I also know that most of the time, if you get help, you don't have to go to those measures. So I would encourage everybody that has PTSD to get help for themselves and their families, and especially their children. I know how scary it is, but it's important. So have a nice day, and you take care of yourself and take care of your kids. Bye. Disclaimer: I'm a licensed mental health therapist in California. If you're searching for mental health help, please reach out to someone in your state. If you are within California, you can reach me at the email below. And if you're interested in coaching anywhere in the United States, you can reach out below also. These videos are for educational purposes only, and if you're thinking about suicide, please reach out and call 911.